comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic.
Coming to you live from Toronto Metropolitan University, we have the final game of the TFL fall season between the Sharks and the Ravens. Oh, early start for the Ravens too, with Nuke Rupar getting a great chance on Arnold right off the opening drop. Now, this game is, in some sense, meaningless in the standings. The Sharks have already clinched first place with a record of 6-1 through the first 7 games, and the Ravens, after the 9 a.m. result of the Lions beating the Flames, are now locked into 4th. But what that means is that this is a round 1 playoff matchup. So I think both teams will be looking to send a message and say, hey, next week it's going to be a tough matchup for you. And the Sharks right now are, after that early opening for the Ravens, are trying to assert the fact that, yes, we are the best team in this league. We are going to win this week and next week. Isaac Kashino at the point. Isaac was just announced as a member of Team Canada for the upcoming 2024 World Floorball Championships in Sweden. His first time being named to the team, so we're all very proud of Isaac and glad to get some TFL players on that team. And good shot for him to start the game off for him, but big save by our league photographer, Biel Suarez. Umesh Haran down low. Out to Zach Cooper. Oh, his shot just wide. Jake Wolf in the corner, covered by Biel. Umesh Sharks are really working the ball around the outside. Umesh dominating down low, holding onto the ball against the double team. Squirts out to Josh Snook at the point. His shot, big save by Janal. And here comes Daryl, one of our Swiss imports. Daryl's here learning English as part of for a school credit, part of a 3-month program here. And as we know, floorball is very popular in Europe, especially Switzerland, and a few other Central European countries, Western European countries. And so Daryl's here playing floorball with us for the next few months, along with his friends Remo and Darian. Roman Maranovic back. Breakup pass to Daryl. Oh, but a turnover. Nick Petrakis, one of the captains of the Sharks, gets the ball. Gives it to the other captain, Tommy Stamadianos. I can't pronounce his last name. Tommy with the shot blocked. Tommy, good outlet to Isaac. Isaac double team, breaks the double team. Tries to feed Nick, but that's in his feet. And here comes Nick chasing Nick action. The Sharks here generating long possession stretches. As they did on the first shift of the game, here they are on the second one, getting the ball down low, working it, holding on to it, not just throwing the ball into a space. Tommy pinning the ball against the wall. And I hate to say it, but that is a missed call by league convener Liam Hardigan. You're not allowed to pin the ball against the wall with your stick. And the Sharks got away with one there and almost got a scoring chance out of it. Ball bouncing around in the slot. Cody Laffertune, his first reffing appearance in multiple years, making the call. Ravens ball. Isaac showing why he's on Team Canada with that poise under pressure when attacked. One of the best breakout players I've ever seen. Great pass to Tommy to start the attack for the Sharks. Tommy's shot looked like it hit Daryl on the way out. Blue ball. Snook at the point, and his shot goes wide here. Jay calms things down, picking up the ball in the Ravens net, just kind of saying, I've seen enough. That's enough possession for the Sharks here. And a turnover by BL off the breakout, gives it up to Umesh, takes a quick shot that misses the net. Roman winning the battle down low for the ball, but he turns it over. Oh, too easy. That's that poise in front of the net that the Sharks are known for. You turn the ball over, they will make you pay. Jake taking the ball away from Roman down low, pass out to Umesh. Everyone's expecting the shot from Umesh, but the little tap back door, and Zach Cooper buries. Good start for the Sharks, dominating possession here in the early going. Andrew Lynn jumping into the game, winning his first draw. He dominated me in the 9 a.m. game in the draws, so I'm glad to see I'm not the only one having trouble with him. There comes the Ravens with one good scoring chance back. They've only had 2 so far, but haven't really created too much pressure yet. Only just quick strike attacks. They haven't been able to hold on to the ball for any length of time. Dawson to Snook on the breakout. Snook being pressured by all 3 forwards from the Ravens. Hits Umesh. Little breakout pass to Snook. These guys have been playing together for about 15 years now. They know what the other one's thinking. That's that cool, calm, composed ball control that the Sharks are known for. Oh, and here we go. This is the first time we've seen the Ravens set up, and nope. Roman decides to take a shot. That's, with an opportunity to set up the ball and work it around, that's a shot that you don't need to take in floorball. We're seeing the contrasting styles of the possession game versus the quick strike offense here. And so far, it's 1-0 for the possession game. The Sharks are getting the ball, holding on to the ball, and then when they lose it, they go and get it. Look at this. As soon as 3 Sharks on the ball, as soon as it's lost. Here we go. The Ravens getting a little bit of ball control. Again, that hard forecheck from the Sharks. Holds on to it. Before finally this mess of bodies along the wall comes out with Daryl getting the ball, working it up the wall. He got hacked a lot there, but still had the advantage. Oh, the Ravens with their best scoring chance of the day. The Swiss connection there. Smooth, buttery Swiss chocolate hands going up the floor. Daryl and Remo getting the best chance for the Ravens so far. And here we go. The Ravens with their first time really setting up the offense. We're 6.5 minutes into this game. Long shot by Daryl. Oh, Nick Rupar with the ball bouncing around in front of the net. Just couldn't get his stick on it. That was a wide open net. If you just no luck with the bouncing ball. Dave Carpenter back for the Ravens on the loose ball. Didn't realize he had some pressure coming, and the Sharks managed to force a turnover. And again, set up smooth and calm. Josh and Isaac, the best defensive pair in the league for sure right now, the way they're playing. Little in-out action. Oh my goodness, Zach Cooper with his second of the game. The last one was a tap-in. This one, a higher level of difficulty, burying bar down after Nick's shot went wide. That in-tight ability to score goals is what's made Zach Cooper so valuable in the TFL and for Toronto United for many years. Once you get around the net, you always know Zach's going to be able to finish it off, and he's proven that today. The ball bounces around in the middle off the face-off before the Ravens settle it down with Roman behind the net, holding onto it. Up the wing to BL, but kind of bouncing on him, so the Sharks have a chance to forecheck. BL's outlet pass picked off by Josh, who's looking for Zach, trying to get him the early hat-trick, but good defensive play by Roman to cover up. Roman throwing it down. Oh, bounced away from Arnold. Remo with the ball. Ravens able to attack a little bit. Oh, Remo trying to attack at the middle, but too many bodies in the way. Too many Sharks causing issues for him. Oh, Jake pulling the ball out from behind the net and sending it over to Zach, but oh my goodness. Zach's chance at the early hat-trick just undone. That pass was just a little too hot to handle and get off. And he missed the net on it. Ravens lucky to be hanging around here, just 2 goals down. They need to recalibrate and make a change. Goals come quickly in floorball, and if they can get the next few, they can get back into it. But right now, it looks like we're closer to the Sharks scoring a couple more. Oh my goodness. Speaking of the devil, BL picked off by Zach Cooper, and he almost had the hat-trick again. Oh man. If Zach could hit the net, he'd have a lot of goals this game. I mean, 2 ain't bad. He's got more than everyone else combined, but I'm waiting for a few more. Ravens breaking out. Good pass by Roman up the wing to Gabriel. Gabriel 10, one of the older of the 2 10 brothers. Walking the ball through the middle of the floor, able to hold on to it. Went through a lot of bodies, a lot of sticks, no call. Isaac Kashino on the back check, coming back the other way, has a scoring chance completely slashed off his stick for a 2-minute penalty that goes uncalled. I think Isaac's getting some good practice playing through the contact. I think when he goes to the Worlds in a few weeks, that won't be the case. So it's a good practice for him to play through everything. Isaac, speaking of the devil, passing off to Dawson Wiggle at the far point. Dawson burying 3-0 Sharks, and Isaac getting on the board with his first assist of the game. Right off the draw, jeez, these Sharks are attacking. Tommy right off the draw, gets a hand on the ball and just shucks it down on net, almost scoring. Here comes Roman, the goalie, playing out, charging down the right side, throws it out to the point. Daryl's shot blocked by Josh. Dave Carpenter, a TFL legend from back in the day, reappeared after several years away from the game, coming out, generating some offense here for the Ravens. Winning a ball battle down low, getting it back to Captain Nick Rupar. Nick's pass tipped by Peter and out of bounds. Free hit Ravens. As the game's gone on, the Ravens have settled down a little bit on offense. I can't say the same on defense, but they've settled down a little bit, started to generate a little bit of control on the offensive end. Oh! right on cue. Nick Rupar getting his goal set up by Daryl right off of the free hit. Sharks caught a little napping. Quick cut through the middle for Nick. One-timer. Top corner. That's a huge goal right now for the Ravens. They bring the game a little bit closer. And we just need the clock to run. Andrew? Clock. Yep. And it's a volunteer league here at the TFL, and people always jumping into new positions to help out. And Andrew Nielsen, Flames forward, very graciously lending us his time scorekeeping today. Shout out Andrew for being okay with me yelling at him to start the clock again. Ravens breaking out here. Andrew Lynn, he of Toronto United and Cambridge, hacked by Josh Snook. His pass back to Roman was a long shot from past center with everyone set up into a leg and turnover as the Sharks collect the ball. Great breakout pass from Josh down to Nick on the right side. Nick bringing the ball down into the right corner. Pass up high to Tommy. He's getting his stick hacked by two different Lions. Or, sorry, not the Lions. That was the first game. Two different Ravens. His pass to the middle, tipped away by Biel and regained by Tommy. He takes a bit of a aggressive defensive play from Roman, extending his arm through the back for a penalty, but that's not called. Hacked a lot. Quick attack again. That's how the Sharks scored their last goal. Was a quick pass to Dawson off a free hit. Nothing there this time. Oh, same kind of play. The Sharks with that off-ball cutting, as Josh Snook just missed a chance. Ravens are chasing here on defense. The Sharks are keeping their composure, keeping their spots, cutting in behind the Ravens, who are just kind of ball watching. Ball thrown down into the Sharks' end, and then after a little bit of a battle for the ball, ends up being Ravens' ball here. Gabriel 10 setting up, off to Daryl at the point. Daryl's shot blocked by Umesh down low. Umesh and Jake, bit of a miscommunication on who was going to do the actual running, as they both don't have the best cardio, I've heard. It seemed like they both didn't want to run. They looked at each other and said, "You go do it." I'm still hungover from last night, so I'll let the Ravens go the other way. Ball bouncing around in the middle a little bit. We're seeing some good hands from some good players. Josh Snook, notably, Andrew Lynn. And Andrew Lynn got hacked really badly. Stick lift under the stick and no call. Over to Josh Snook at the point as the Sharks try to set up. Looking for Zach Cooper. It touched the D-man Daryl. A bit of a conversation about whose goal it is. And Liam making the call. It's going to be Zach's hat trick coming from Josh Snook. So after all of the backdoor passes and wide open nets, Zach finishes off the hat trick with a little bouncy one that, well, got a little lucky on that one. But hey, you got to be lucky to be good. Some confusion as the ball was shot off of Daryl's head. The correct call is that the play is dead and that it's Sharks' ball. That was missed. Daryl tried to give it up to the Sharks. There was some confusion. And now we've settled on a face-off. And if I know Daryl, there we go. Fair play face-off. Daryl knows what happened there. Giving up possession to the Sharks as he rightfully should. Good play by Daryl. A little good show of sportsmanship as the Sharks get set up 4-1. Umesh pressured by Elliott 10, the younger of the two 10 brothers. Here playing their second game of the day. Good pressure by Elliott, forces a turnover to Daryl in the slot. And Daryl trying to carry when he had options, gives up the ball to Umesh, who trying to go the other way, takes his first shot that's kind of had some options on the wing, trying to force a shot through, but now the Sharks setting up as they had early. Early in the game, it felt like the Sharks were generating these long possessions. And now it seems that they've kind of started to go for a little bit more of a quick strike offense instead of holding on to that ball. Haven't seen the same results as they're trying to force shots from off the rush, first touch kind of attacks. But hey, they're up 4-1 and my team lost today, so maybe I should be taking some tips from them instead of trying to coach them from up here. Loose ball bouncing around. Umesh Huron. Oh my goodness. Janelle Sanaya making the save on Zach Cooper, denying him his fourth. Ravens breakout completely undone by a bad pass that Josh Snook picks off, pardon me, for the Sharks. Brings it the other way before possession is settled down by the Ravens again. Here comes Tommy at the point. Tommy's second in the league in scoring coming into today. His pass to Isaac. Oh, great look to find Jake down low. Out to the point to Tommy. This is the Sharks offense we were talking about. Over to Peter. Look how the Ravens are just caught ball chasing here. Watch the eyes of all the Ravens on D here. I see 4 Ravens looking at the ball. And as the Sharks keep holding onto the ball, that investment is just going to pay dividends as the game goes on. The legs get a little bit slower, you get a little more tired, the brain gets a little out of it because, hey, let's be honest, it's more fun to play offense than defense. It's easier to check out mentally. Tommy trying to force the ball out in front. Remo picking it off for the Ravens, and under pressure from the Sharks, who don't want to let him get out of there, he turns the ball over. Nick Petrakis throwing it towards the net. Deflected off of Roman Maranovic's stick and out, so Sharks ball once again. Tommy down low, covered by Daryl, hacked once. His pass hits an errant foot and goes to Remo running down the wall. Remo making a good rush, getting some possession for the Ravens down the left side, and ball goes out, and it turns out it's Sharks ball. Remo got the last touch on it. Isaac looking for Tommy on the far left side. Good ball battle, but Roman getting on the ball, arguing the call. Tommy to Isaac off the quick strike on the free hit. Oh, Isaac's shot. Just couldn't get through. That looked dangerous. Jake down low, covered by Daryl as the Sharks try to hold possession. Oh, pardon me, that's Peter, not Jake. He throws the ball out in front looking for a teammate, but it's picked off by the Ravens' Andrew Lynn. He's pressured, double team down low as the Sharks like to do. As soon as the Ravens get possession back, their forwards tend to just kind of go up the floor, leaving their D with no breakout option. The Sharks, recognizing that, are sending 2 guys after them. Ravens coming down the other end, led by their 2 Swiss players. Remo lifting Isaac's stick to get the ball. And after that, it's Ravens' ball. Missed that one. Roman on the free hit, throws it at the net. And that's a turnover to the Sharks. Sharks breaking out slowly, under some pressure this time. Isaac being pressured by Roman. Isaac beating his man. Oh, a little flick past Andrew Lynn. Pardon me. As Isaac shows the wheels that got him on Team Canada. Breaking through the team on his own and setting up the offense for the Sharks. Good pass by Dawson Wiggle looking for Zach Cooper low. Zach out to Isaac. Bouncing ball that's grabbed by Andrew Lynn. And the decision by the referee Liam is that was a high stick by Andrew. It looked like a good opportunity for the Ravens to get that quick strike going. But the Sharks always dropping the ball quickly on free hits. Do that again this time. That generates a good shot from range by Isaac. And the Ravens come the other way. Daryl, stick handling, one hand on the stick. Gets to Gabriel 10 with a good score. Oh my goodness, great scoring chance right at the buzzer. best opportunity of the period for the Ravens apart from their goal. That would have been a huge game changer to go into the second period with a late goal, cutting the lead to 2 and getting some momentum on their side. But right now, Sharks 4, Ravens 1. Second half underway here. The Sharks up 4-1 on a hat trick from Zach Cooper and a goal from Dawson Wiggle. The Ravens responding with a goal by Nick Rupar, their captain. The big changes that I see needing to happen here for both teams, really. I wouldn't change too much if I was the Sharks. I would settle down the offense, maybe even a touch more, slow things down, bog down the Ravens, create fewer possessions overall in the game so fewer goals can get scored. Pretty simple math. For the Ravens, I would say a little less shooting. They seem to be taking a lot of long-range shots that are kind of going nowhere. As I say that, Nick Rupar proves me wrong. That's a long-range shot going somewhere. That's going in the back of the net. Nick Rupar with his second of the game. The captain here willing his Ravens back into the game. Oh, Nick going off to get a line change. If I was Nick, I would just play the next 19 minutes straight. That's a big goal early. We talked about the late scoring chance for the Ravens at the end of the first, how that would have been a game changer. They did the next best thing, scoring right away in the second. Let's see if they can capitalize on that momentum here. But if there's any team that can slow it down, it's the Sharks, as they make just 2 clean passes and all of a sudden they've got the ball with the cutter going up the wing to Tommy in the back corner. They don't generate much offense that time, but they create easy possession over and over again. They're not wasting their energy to get the ball into dangerous spaces. Here comes Roman on the one-man rush, running all the way down. 3 Sharks closest to him, but he's able to create the opening out, able to hit Andrew Lynn at the point through a number of bodies. Andrew Lynn's shot stopped by Arnold Luong. As the Ravens showing some life here, Gabriel 10 battling for the ball down low. Andrew Lynn having a heck of a shift here, fighting through traffic, creating opportunities here. This is by far the best shift of the game for the Ravens. I wonder what conversation they had at halftime. Andrew holding possession. Roman at the point, shooting into the nearest defender. That's one they need to settle down. That's a number of times Roman's taking that wild shot, going nowhere. Chucks it into the corner. Elliott 10 going for it, and able to steal the ball was Andrew Lynn off of Dawson Wiggle. The ball thrown out in front, but that's Isaac Cashino's ball. He's got the wheels, and he's taken off. With shooting options on either side, opts for his own, that gets blocked, but finds Nick at the point over to Dawson, who sends it down low to Peter as the Sharks set up this vaunted possession. Tommy looking out front, able to find Dawson. Dawson with the shot. Oh, Isaac picking up the rebound. The D-man for the Sharks left completely unguarded in front of the Ravens net. Has enough time to make a move and bury his second point of the game. I believe he set up Dawson's goal and Dawson set up his. So, hey, a little bit of thank you very much. You set me up. I'll get you right back here. And the Sharks, when things were starting to get a little bit hairy, after Nick Rupar's second goal of the game, Nick goes off. And the Sharks settle it down, get the 5-2 goal. Here comes Nick back again, and we'll see if he can generate that third Ravens goal that can get them back into it every single time they start to drift away. Nick seems to get them back into it a little bit closer, and they're going to need a little bit more of that going forward. With 16 minutes left, down 3, they need a little bit more. Sharks ball, Umesh on the half wall. Down low to Zach Cooper. Back to Isaac at the point. A lot of pressure on his shot, the way he's been generating offense. The Ravens aren't going to give him space as he runs down low. Little reverse hit on Darryl. His pass hits a leg, goes down low, but Josh Snook picks it up for the Sharks, and they keep possession. Tries to throw it in front, doesn't go anywhere. Ball bounces around for a while, and we have a battle for the ball going, and Umesh and Elliott running into each other right on top of the net, and the goalie. We'll see what the call is here, but that was some tough contact. And we're having a free hit from a place on the floor. You can't have a free hit. And the Ravens got the ball after that one. That was a bit of a weird one. That's a tough call for the referee in that position. Ravens under pressure right away on the breakout here. But they managed to get to Elliott on the half wall, trying to run through, but a lot of pressure from the Sharks D-man, Josh Snook, jumping up to get in there. But he gets a little too cute with the stick handling, gives Elliott a shooting chance, and big save by Arnold to bail out his D-man there. Big hack by Elliott on Josh. That goes uncalled. Josh able to find Zach, the breakout pass, and the Ravens too much pressure. They gave too much space to the Sharks coming down the other way. They were able to set up, and Isaac at the point finds Josh Snook. Just too much space and time, and these Ravens are just ball chasing and leaving the Sharks wide open for opportunities, and Josh Snook almost made them pay, hitting the post from range. Here's the Ravens breakout, as we've seen a few times before. One player goes and tries to run through 4 guys, and lost to the next one there. Settled down by Andrew Lynn. Having a heck of a game there. Off to Roman. Oh, Roman with the shot. I think Arnold wishes he could have that one back. That was a little bit in the middle of the net as Arnold overcommitted, but that is a massive, massive goal to bring this game close. Roman from Andrew Lynn making this game 5-3, and, you know, these Ravens, they're hanging around. They're asking pesky questions of the Sharks defense. They're starting to score on a few high, long shots. If you can get Arnold cheating on one side, you can beat him high there, they're saying, and that's what they've done 3 times so far. Oh, Roman testing that theory again right away, running through the middle of the floor and chucking it high. What the Sharks need here is to settle it down a little bit, and that's what we're seeing to start. Dawson and Josh just kind of taking his time. You know, there's a lot of space back there. Throws it up to Peter on the wall. They got what they wanted there, Peter, with a little bit of a mishandle. Hitting the ball out of bounds, and now it's back to the Ravens. The Ravens score a 4th here in the next few minutes. This game gets very interesting very quickly. Roman throwing the ball down into the corner. Josh and Andrew battling hard for it. Andrew coming out with some help from Gabriel 10. Ball back to the point. Roman shot, trying that again. But a big save by Arnold. Closing the wickets as Roman was looking 5-hole on him. The book on Arnold seems to be high today. He had that 5-hole covered. Nick bringing the ball down for the Sharks along the wall. Pass to the middle. Is picked off as the Ravens come the other way. Always seems to be Andrew Lynn generating this setup for the Ravens. Arnold taking another Roman taking another long shot as Gabriel 10 comes down and absolutely slashes the heck out of the ball. I would call that 2 minutes. And it's after all that, it is somehow Ravens ball. Shoulder on shoulder is allowed. That was, I'm not quite sure. I thought the big two-handed slash on the stick was something. But that's my miss. As the ball comes out, oh my goodness, Nick Rupar looking for the hat trick, trying to will the Ravens back into it again. As Nick, he's primarily a defensive player. He's got some offense in him, but he is bringing the elite talent today. Breakout by the Ravens, finds Nick on the left wing. Josh covered him. Nick spinning to the middle, hacked by Peter, and I guess advantage there. Ball goes down to Nick. He gets hacked again, finds Remo. And ball rolls off his stick to Arnold, and these Sharks really need to calm things down. They're really composed for a long time, but they let the Ravens hang around for too long instead of putting them away, scoring a few goals when they needed to. And now the Sharks kind of rushing things. Oh, great opportunity. There's about 3 players in the crease and no calls. And, oh, we got a little bit of a... Tommy, the most mild-mannered person I've seen in the league. Are we going to have a fight in the floorball game? This is fantastic. Roman and Tommy getting into it. Janol jumping in there, followed by Nick. I've never seen this before. Nick Rupar losing his temper. It seems like Roman's getting upset. Janol's getting upset. Janol, the goalie for the Ravens, a very good referee who's reffed at the highest levels for this country, is fired up. A very mild-mannered player. I'm not exactly sure what has everybody so upset here. I know they were fighting around the net. I saw a lot of bodies in there. There seems to be some kind of debate over who did what. I'm going to try to listen in here a little bit. Seems to me like Janol's asking the refs to just kind of settle things down around his net. There's a little too much pushing and shoving. And the refs saying, hey, any pushing is 2 minutes. Good reminder of the basic rules of floorball, as the pushing maybe could have been called before, as are the rules of the game. But this one, for a game that didn't matter, it has that playoff feel. These two teams... I said it at the start of the show. Whoever plays next week, when these two teams meet, it's a playoff game. So whoever sends a message today starts off with a 0-0 lead next week. Does that make sense? Because they're going to be psychologically in their opponent's head. And that is big hack by Nick Rupar to take the ball from Umesh. Looked like it was going to be a Raven scoring chance, but yes, that's the correct call. Sharks settling down, moving the ball with some good one-touch passing. They're awake now. Talked about the Sharks maybe being lulled into a false sense of security, taking it a little easy, letting the Ravens back into it. They've got their big line out now. They're not going to let anything happen. This is a settle down, control the game shift right here for the Sharks. The Ravens might have something to say about that, though, as they get the ball coming across center. Darryl shot hacked. No call. And out comes Isaac Kashino. Those wheels. That's the way to do it in floorball. Back up the opposing team. Send it back to your D-man. Now you've got possession. Easy control. Easy control. Oh, Isaac taking the shot. Hitting the side of the net and going out. But Isaac looking to kind of... pardon me. Isaac looking to take over this game a little bit himself. Elliott 10 breaking up the right side wall for the Ravens. Looking in the middle to shoot. His shot doesn't get through. Gabriel 10, his older brother, trying to force it in short side. Sharks trying to bring the ball back up. It's kind of bouncing through the middle. Who will regain possession? Umesh bringing it out to Zach. Zach Cooper, 4th of the game, set up by Umesh. That's the calm it down kind of play. And the Lions looking for a call at center that was missed. I'd kind of agree with them there, but that situation had a next goal wins kind of feel. 5-4 versus 6-3 is a huge swing, and the Sharks coming out on top of that one, winning the fight and winning the game. Captains Tommy and Nick taking that opening faceoff. Just want to take the opportunity to shout out those two guys as two players who come on out regularly and help volunteer run the league. They both captain their teams. They were here at 8:45 this morning to ref the 9 a.m. game, even though they weren't playing till 10, and that's what the TFL needs and Floorball needs, is people like them willing to selflessly give their time. Ravens trying to break out. Roman covered by Peter. Hacked a few times, held on to it. Fed Nick Rupar running through the middle of the floor as the Sharks are kind of giving him space, but their own speedster Isaac Kashino stepping up, settling things down. Isaac can recognize the temperature of this game and is making these calming plays right now, making sure that things can't get too crazy, because it's in the craziness that the Ravens can come back. With 6 minutes to go, down 3, the Ravens need some wild offense, some wild opportunities. The Sharks need composure. Battle along the wall ends up being called in Blue's favor as Isaac was getting double teamed there by Gabriel and Roman. Isaac cut into the middle, finds Nick on the right side. Nick's shot blocked by Ramo, who jumped in the air. That's a 2-minute penalty as it hit him. And Ramo going the other way, feeding Nick Rupar. Josh Snook stepping up, intercepting that pass before it gets there, and finding Nick on the right wall. Back to Josh, who finds Zach on the far side. Good heads-up play. Zach sending it in front of the net, but that's repelled by the Ravens and fired all the way down as the Sharks have to retreat all the way back, but with possession. Zach to Isaac. Isaac poking and prodding at this Ravens forecheck. They're defending well. Finds Tommy, who comes low to give them another option. Pressure from Nick Rupar there. It's Tommy under pressure, gets double teamed and gets the benefit of the call as he gets a stick in on his. And the Sharks able to set up once again. Slow and steady. Umesh finds Jake through the middle. All bounces through. All of a sudden, Jake's in alone on Janul. What a save, Janul. Keeping the Ravens in the game as they go the other way. Ramo down the left side trying to find Daryl. That pass skips away from him. Daryl to Roman. Roman already with one today. Makes a move on Umesh but can't beat Jake. Daryl fighting for the ball on the half wall. It bounces away to Josh Snook, who's finally able, after it goes through a few legs, to calm it down for the Sharks. And this is very good illustrative floorball here that the Sharks are playing. Once that possession's calmed down, they just settle it down. They don't need to force it into a new 50-50 position. They take the ball, and it's theirs now. Umesh to Josh. Josh trying to walk in. Fancy move, but he couldn't hold on to the second part of it as Andrew breaks up the other way for the Ravens. His shot, oh my goodness. Seeing eyes, that's, you know what? I think that's the exact same spot that Roman scored the third for the Ravens from. Andrew bringing it to a 2-goal game with just 3.5 to go. Now things get interesting. Will we see an empty net for the Ravens in this game? 4 high shots beating Arnold from range as they kind of seem to have found his spot. High right. Sharks just setting the ball down, happy to put it down in forecheck. Make these Ravens come the full length of the floor. All 24 boards down. Daryl breaking across the timeline. His shot Save by Arnold low. Dawson Wiggle making a good play to break the ball out and find Tommy, but Tommy able to regain the ball here. And Tommy killing a little bit of time in the corner. 2 guys on him fighting for the ball. Able to... There's a lot of hacking going on here. I think the calls could be made either direction at this point. As the ball's still bouncing around until finally Janelle J is able to hold on to it and settle things down. Gives it to the D-man BL, who's under pressure immediately from Peter. BL forcing up the wall. Daryl hacking the stick, pardon me, out of Nick Petrakis' hands as he tried to intercept it. Nick holding onto the ball, double team there. That's a big swing. That's a 2-minute penalty as Andrew Lynn grabs the ball. I will say one thing with a minute and a half to go. I am going to be reffing this game next week in the playoffs. And I already know I'm going to have to give both teams a warning before the opening face-off because this is too much. That's a hack. This game getting out of hand a little bit. If the score was not as close as it was, I could see some things getting a little more interesting here. Oh, Ravens with the shot again. Hit Ramo in the air again. Someone's got to tell him to stop jumping because that's another 2-minute penalty. And the Sharks able to chuck it down. 1 minute left here for the Ravens. Goalie's still in the net. Roman throwing it down to the corner to Ramo. To Daryl. Battling for the ball in the corner as the Sharks start to pressure a little bit more in that corner. Out to Roman at the point. Ramo trying to walk out in front. But the ball squirts away from him, and now it's Isaacs. And Umesh is now behind the net for the Sharks. .30 seconds to go as the ball kind of works its way around the outside of the Sharks' end. The Ravens not able to hold on to it and generate significant offense. Isaac's turnover to Nick turns into a weak shot from the side. Arnold holds onto the ball, calms it down, sends it back to Isaac, who finds Jake on the right wing. Ravens never pulling the goalie in this game, as Jake just sends it down, and that's the buzzer. Wow, for a game that wasn't going to affect the standings, that had some high emotions. It was tense. It was close at times. The Ravens hung around, and that's going to be a heck of a matchup in Week 1 semifinals for the TFL. I'm Wes Tennyson, Colin Doyle on the camera. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.